This is Acer's Predator Helios 300. This is a gaming laptop, so let's see how it performs with games. Now this configuration comes with an Intel Core i5 processor and a 3060 graphics card. You can also specify your model with different needs, and for this model the game performed very well since this is a high spec model. Now firstly, I did test Subnautica, and this game ran on all the maximum settings I was able to set. It ran between like 70 and 80 FPS, which is amazing performance. The game looked amazing and had absolutely no lagging. I tested all the games with them being plugged in, so I had no complaints regarding Subnautica. After Subnautica, I tested out Fortnite, and with Fortnite, I set all the settings to the max I was able to. So at some points I was able to set it to epic, and it did indeed take advantage of the graphics card as much as possible, and I had absolutely no performance complaints. What I noticed is when it loaded up the game for the first time, it did lag a little bit. It dropped down to like 40 or 30 FPS, but once the game was loaded up and we started the whole match, the game stayed at a constant FPS of 60. It did fluctuate between 70 and 60, maybe it dropped down to 50, but the performance was great throughout the whole game. Now, after Fortnite, we looked at Forza Horizon 5, and this is today's AAA game, and it performed amazingly. I did set all the settings to extreme or high or whatever was available, and I had no complaints with this game. Obviously this was plugged in, and the FPS rate that I was getting was about 60 to 50 FPS, and the game looked amazing. All of these games were tested when the laptop was laying flat on a desk and had no extra air coming from below the laptop. After Forza Horizon 5, I tested out Minecraft. Initially, the first settings were at 12 chunks, and it played at around 100 FPS, which was a pretty good performance. Now, once I cranked the chunk size up to 24, we did see some performance decreases, so the game played at around 60 FPS or 50. It did fluctuate between these numbers, but the game still looked pretty good and had absolutely no lagging issue. The lagging became apparent when we turned the chunk size up to 32. Now at 32 chunks, we did see drops in frames from 60 to around 16. So the performance was not at all great with 32 chunks, but it was still playable. So I would definitely recommend playing Minecraft on 12 chunks, since it has the best performance at around 100 FPS. But if you're looking to see more of the map, I would definitely recommend turning it up to around 24 chunks, because the performance is still stable at around 60 FPS, but you see a lot more from the map. If you really insist on seeing 32 chunks, I would not really recommend moving around, just to like have a look around in the map. Now after Minecraft, I tested out Grand Theft Auto 5, and the performance what I was seeing was pretty good. So I turned up all the max settings like in all the other games, and I saw a constant FPS rate of 70 to 80 to 90 FPS, and it had no lagging issues. The performance was very smooth all around, and it looked pretty good. It looked like it was a movie. This laptop performs very well with the games, but this is to be expected from high performance components. So the one downside this laptop has is that you have to plug it in to get the best performance. Now this is common with all gaming machines, since these are very high performance components. I would definitely recommend having this on a desktop setup. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're looking to watch the full review of this laptop, we do have that. Check that out and have a great day.